Well, here on the very last day of August, which maybe we could say somehow ends the summer reflections, we come to the 22nd Sunday of Ordinary Time. And I think the themes of the scriptures today, what we're being instructed by the scriptures, is the virtue of humility. I mean, it starts right off with the book of Sirach, "My child, conduct your affairs with humility." People sometimes think of humility as simply sort of self-depreciation or sort of deflection of praise or something. Humility is the topic of the longest chapter in St. Benedict's Rule. And it's a difficult chapter because it comes from a different time and place and background. But oftentimes I think we need to think of humility, in fact always think of humility really as an accurate appraisal of ourselves before God, before others, and before ourselves. We have to know ourselves. And that accuracy, this is who I am with all the mixture of strengths and weaknesses I have, the way God has created me. And it means, true humility means I have to acknowledge my strengths and my talents because they're gifts from God. I didn't fill out some form in heaven before I was born saying I'd like to be a virtuoso pianist or something. But we all have talents and gifts and strengths that we discover and we need to discover, and thus we have a certain obligation to develop them. And it's not pride to admit that I am good at this. It's simply the truth. It doesn't mean I'm the best person in the planet, but that I have a certain ability to do this well, and to put that ability to do this well at the service of others. At the same time, all of us have the issues that we struggle with. Oftentimes, people in confession will say, "Father, I keep confessing the same things." So I'll ask them, are you telling me you want to diversify and try something different for a change? Or actually, we all confess the same things because those are our weaknesses. And the evil one attacks us in many different ways, and the form of the attack may change in the different seasons of life, but they're simply the weaknesses we have. We need to know accurately what they are so that we can compensate for them with the appropriate virtues so that our weaknesses do not guide our decisions in our life. But the fact that we have weaknesses and temptations and struggle doesn't mean that we're not good or holy people. It simply means we're good people who are struggling not to let those weaknesses become the story of our life. And that's the true humility. Not self-depreciation, but an accurate presentation of this is me with the good parts, the parts we perhaps don't think are so good, but that we're striving to put the whole thing together because that's what God has created. We're the one God has created, that He loves us as we are, and we need to acknowledge those strengths and weaknesses together. That would be true humility. That our strengths don't make us any better than other people, and our weaknesses don't make us any less lovable in God's sight. So think about that as you go back over the readings for today, and we'll see what maybe the fall will bring as far as reflections. But it's been a pleasure being with you this summer, and I hope that this has been helpful and joyful for you. God bless.